And one day someone told me, within this year, someone asked me that, Chidimma, tell me the truth. Who is your sponsor? Who sponsored your business? Girls, if people have luck, you are very lucky. People just throw money at you. And how come you came this far in such a short period? And it got me thinking that, why do people, and the person that asked that question is a guy. And I'm like, why is it that guys feel that as a woman, you can't just become great without the help of a man? And that was how I started the Truth podcast, just to talk about, business, encourage people, and just, generally talk about life. Yeah.
Everybody, welcome to Just for Women Africa. My name is Olaleko Amusa. I'm the founder of Just for Women Africa, and today on a Zoom interview all the way from Lagos, Nigeria, we have with us Chidimma Ibe, who is the founder and CEO of MMB Skincare and Spa. She also runs a podcast, which we'll also be talking about that later in the interview. Welcome to Just for Women Africa, Chidimma.
Thank you.
That's nice. All right, Chidimma. Can you tell us briefly about yourself?
Okay, my name is Ibe Chidimma, and I am the CEO and the founder of MMB Skincare and Spa. I'm also a realtor. I sell land and real estate properties, and I just recently started my podcast. The name is The Truth, where I talk about business, life, healing, evolving, and all other things in between. So I started my business in 2018, out of my own problem. I was trying to sort out something about my skin. I had rashes, and in the process of sorting it out, I discovered that a lot of people have almost the same problem I'm suffering. And most of my friends, they'll come to my house. I started with just the soap. They'll use the soap I was using to treat, those rashes. And it was working. And I told them, if I start selling, will you guys buy? They say yes. And that was how I started my journey. And from there, I entered into spa, and one day someone told me, within this year, someone asked me that, Chidimma, tell me the truth. Who is your sponsor? Who sponsored your business? Girls, if people have luck, you are very lucky. People just throw money at you. And how come you came this far in such a short period? And it got me thinking that, why do people, and the person that asked that question is a guy. And I'm like, why is it that guys feel that as a woman, you can't just become great without the help of a man? And that was how I started the Truth podcast, just to talk about, business, encourage people, and just, generally talk about life. Yeah.
All right, that's really quite interesting, because I get that all the time myself. When I'm interviewing people, women are always saying that men always feel them, as a woman, there's a man that's giving you money to start a business, which in actual fact, a lot of women out there actually work hard for the money, save up and start their own businesses. So I understand where you're coming from.
It doesn't stop the fact that even in this world they call a man's world, it's a man's world, but women are most favored in it. Women are the ones that have the advantage. So like I said in my last video, second to the last video, if a woman and a man advertise the same business, men easily just patronize the women because they feel like, oh, I want to support her. So when a woman starts her business, it's easy to fly because naturally we're favored. But it doesn't mean that they will be the one that will give you capital. But yes, they can patronize you.
Yes, I do agree with you on that. I do agree with that. But why do you think that's the mentality out there, that people feel that, as a woman, there's a man out there giving you money to start a business? Why do you think men have that conception?
I think that most of the men that have it, 50% of the men that have those conceptions are the ones that are really, really not doing well. So they feel they want to use something, they're looking for something to pad up their ego. and just make themselves feel better that, you know what, if I was a woman, it would have been different for me, you know. And I don't even know why, because being a woman, you work twice as hard. To be fair, you work twice as hard because you can't even say you're pretty, because have you seen girls? Girls are so beautiful. So there must be something different about you. And that is your brain, and that is your tenacity to work hard. And men love to support a hardworking woman. So you just tend to put it. I think men are just looking for something to part of their bruised ego. Seriously.
I don't know about that, but if you say so, then we'll just accept it like the way it is. But I don't think so. I don't think so. All right, so let's talk about your spa, MMB. When did you get started, and what has it been like doing business as a woman in Nigeria?
Hard. Okay, so I started, like I said, I started with skincare, and not just even all aspect of skincare. I started with just one black soap, because at the time, okay, so I went for youth service 2018, and I had my skin is very tender and sensitive, and anytime I use bad water, it reacts to me. So I used bad water in camp, and I started having rashes. So when I went to my grandma's house after camp, she didn't like the reaction, and she taught me how to make black soap. All right. So I started using the black soap, and it started clearing it up. So she taught me. So when I got back to Lagos, I was doing it myself and using it just on my skin. So I started with black soap for about 6 months, because, you know, my friends started buying. So I did it for about 6 months, and then I started going for training for other aspect of skincare. Then January 2020, I trained for spa, and then I opened up a spa. I didn't open a big spa immediately. I started with just 2-bedroom, and at the end of 2020, I moved into a 5-bedroom duplex for my spa. You know, so for the spa, I started 2020. That's for this. The spa is 2 years old now, but the skincare is 4 years old. So yeah.
All right, you must be doing really well. I mean, having to like upgrade from a 2-bedroom to a 5-bedroom for your spa. Yes. So it means that the business must be good for you and things are going on well. Is it?
Yeah, but it doesn't mean that it's easy. It's not easy. There are so many factors affecting business in Nigeria. You know, dollar, so many things, bills. The street is hard.
Okay, so apart from those challenges, apart from the dollar and bills, what other challenges is it for you running a spa in Nigeria?
Oh, of course, major challenge is that whatever business you want to do in Nigeria, I don't know, maybe it's just network business like MTN, Glo. Maybe they are the only business, and airlines. Maybe those are the only business that is so undersaturated. Every other business is oversaturated, overly. So you have to work twice as hard to get your customers and keep your customers. You understand me? Especially the beauty industry. Almost everybody is running a spa. Almost everybody is running a business skincare line. So it's so difficult to have like your people there for you and keep getting new customers. It makes the job, you have to be the best, and you have to put in all your work out there. So yes, because it's saturated, it's a bit difficult to keep your customer.
Okay, so you've been in business for the last 2 years at the spa. What kind of services do you offer?
Oh yeah, we do different kind of facials. We do massages. We do body scrub. We do teeth whitening. We do wax. We do pedicure, manicure. We do body sculpting. We do V-steaming. I think we pretty much do like everything they're doing spa. We do stretch mark treatment, so many things, acne treatment. Yeah.
Okay, and how many staff do you have?
8.
Okay, that's impressive. That's impressive. So is the spa open up to unisex or just for women only?
Oh my God, why do people ask that? Spa is unisex. In fact, it's even guys that patronize the most because they're the ones that have the money, So yes, spa skincare there. And again, I keep saying this. Guys are the ones taking proper care of their skin now. Even in skincare, you see guys ordering like for sets, not just one product, like 5 sets of products. Coming to the spa for routine facials like every 2 weeks. Yeah, they are even the ones bringing their wife or their baby to the spa. So of course, it's unisex.
Okay. I just asked, for my brothers out there who want to have a good massage,
because I don't even ask that.
All right. Okay. That's good to know. All right. So let's go back to your podcast, The Truth. How long have you been running the podcast for The Truth for, and what are your plans for it?
Okay. So I started the Truth not quite long, maybe 4 months ago. I started August, and even after dropping 1-2 videos August, I think I paused for a while. So let me say give or take 3 months now. Yeah. And it's been, I didn't know that it would be something I would take serious, but because of how people are accepting it and taking it serious, it made me, look into it. So now I'm now getting guests, I'm now bringing people. So the vision is definitely not just Nigeria. The vision is worldwide, and I want to be somebody that if people hear my voice or hear me talk or hear me bring any guests, there's hope. I want to impute hope in people's lives. That's why I don't just bring just anybody to the show. You have to have something to say to people, to offer. You understand? My podcast is not centered anywhere around entertainment at all. There are so many podcasts or shows that they can do entertainment. My podcast is to give people hope in business, because people don't really talk about the back end of business. That it is frustrating. Many people commit suicide because of business, because of loss. Do you understand? And then life, people don't talk about life struggle. You just hear suicide up and down, but nobody talks about what causes it. You get healing, evolving, just also I'm passionate about women, also telling them it's okay to feel any kind of way and pick up yourself and move. So yeah.
All right.
I know that it's going to go far because I'm talking about reality. I'm not just doing entertainment.
Okay, I do like the program. The Truth. I have listened to it. It's a great show. Since you started over the last 3-4 months, what's the most surprising story you've heard on The Truth so far? Truthful story you've heard so far?
What? All the stories on The Truth are true life story and they are true. The most surprising one is not yet out. It's not yet out. But it's for someone that went through divorce, and I was shocked to hear that in the marriage, the man was beating her up, and she had like 8 miscarriages and 2 stillbirths in the marriage because of the man hitting her. But they're divorced now, but it's not yet out. It'll be out soon.
Wow, that must have been an interesting story. I can't wait to hear it on your podcast. Yeah. All right. So let's get back to your spa, or basically to women issues. They say women are not outspoken in Africa, as in they don't have a voice, as compared to men. Or if a woman were to walk into a room for a business, she's not taken seriously because she's a woman and stuff like that. What do you think can be done for women to enable them to have a voice, and when they step into a room, they're taken seriously?
Okay, I think it's 2 things. Saying a woman is not outspoken is different from not having a voice. Women talk a lot. That's why men call us nags, right? And I think the people that don't express their feelings talk men. So for talking, I think women talk. Maybe they've met somebody or trauma that put them back into their shell. But going to for an interview and not taken seriously because you're a woman, that is, First of all, it depends on the industry, because most industry is saturated by the men And it's a man's world. They will first of all pick all the men before taking the women. But if it's like a catering service, I mean, you will look at the woman first, right? Or a bakery, you get. But for serious industry like financial industry, real estate, building, architecture, entertainment, the men are considered first. So what they can do differently is to show they're working, because right now women are taking over. In business, it used to be the men. Now it's the women. In Nigeria, I can tell you that most industry, the people leading it, even in banks, the people leading those industries are women. So women has finally taken off the marks and stood up to their ground to say that we can do this, and they are doing it. So the only way they can prove a point is to show they are working. And that's why social media is so big, strong, and important. I always tell people your CV is your profile. Sometimes put your profile out there. When somebody says, because even if you want to patronize somebody, the first thing you say is, let me see your Instagram, right?
Exactly.
So when you're doing a job, when you're doing stuff, keep putting it out there, because you don't even know who's watching. People are watching, and people compare your strength to what you post. They'll be like, okay, so she has scattered for this company. Okay, so she has done this. Okay, so if you don't put it out there, nobody knows. And CV can lie. I can write anything. Show me. So my advice is keep working, even before going for that interview. Keep working on yourself. Keep working behind closed doors, but put it out there so that you don't know who's watching. But women are taking over. If I would advise men, give them a chance, because the fear of losing, we're always scared of losing. We are nurturers. We love to grow stuff. So if we put our hands in something, we want it to work.
I do agree. You should put yourself out there. I mean, CV is not lie. And somebody once told me something. He said, if all women are to stay at home, that's all women in the marketplaces, in the banks, everything, the whole African economy will collapse, because women are the driving force of the economy.
Yes. Oh, if you had said that happens in Iran or Arab nation, I would agree. But now most parents, the people leading the home, like financially, most of them are women. Most, like, speaking like from the place of an example, when I entered university, my dad's business crashed because he was robbed. It was my mom that paid my school fees because she's a lecturer. If my mom wasn't doing anything, I would have not gone to school. Do you understand? So women are leading, but they don't come and say, oh, it's me that's paying rent, or it's me that. They don't do that. Except you break your heart.
Oh, that's true. All right. Okay, so to bring the interview to a close, what's your last advice to women out there and all?
Oh, there's one. See, I've done a couple of videos that will just be dropping, out. There is nothing in this world as sweet as having your own income. I made that video with one of my friends that is a big girl, It's okay. We love dash money. Free money is sweet. That's what we used to buy hair, we used to travel. But it's even easier for a man to give you when he knows you can afford it. Do you understand?
Sure.
Because men, let me tell you, men are clout chasers. I said what I said. They like to give people that don't need something. A girl will be asking them for 100K. They will say they don't have. Another girl that don't need 1 million, they just in passing say, oh, I don't need to get my hair, it's just 1 million. They will send it to her because they know that she passed the money. Do you understand? So as a woman, have your own money. It will save you. It will give you respect. It will make you feel good. I don't know about any other advice. The advice I would say is have your money. It's very important. Nobody can bullshit you. Even you yourself. You don't have to depend on anybody, on your family, on your husband, on your boyfriend for money. The respect still stands. Even you feel good. There's nothing like being able to afford what you want to afford at the moment. That's all I will say. Have your money.
All right, to all women out there, you heard it from Chidimma. Have your own money. you gain your respect, you get your own freedom, and you can get to do what you want to do. All right, Chidimma, so our viewers who are watching and who would like to patronize your spa and of course have the link to your podcast, The Truth, could you give out your contact details?
Okay, so for my spa on Instagram, we're MMB_spa, MMB_SPA, that's spa. Across all social media, MMB_spa. And then my podcast is The Truth Pod, DETRUTHPOD, The Truth Pod, across all social media. And yes, we drop new episodes every Fridays or Saturdays. That's it. Thank you for having me.
Thank you, Chidimma. Thanks for coming on the show. We're happy to have you, and we're looking forward to having another interview with you again in the future. And to our viewers who are watching, do not forget to like, subscribe, tell a friend who knows a friend about Just for Women Africa. And to the next show from Chidimma and I, it will be bye.
Bye. Thank you.